Just because it's budget friendly doesn't mean it can't look chic, so let me show you 5 different Halloween decor projects that are super chic and easy to make. So for the first project, I'm going to use some public domain art, and I picked these two because I thought that they were really interesting, kind of looked spooky on their own. And I also picked these ones because they had people in them, and that's going to make it really easy to use these paint Sharpies to draw little ghosts over the people so I get the proper perspective and just like angles, I guess. I think it adds art to your space, but it also has that Halloween vibe because there's little ghosts on it. And then I picked up these 2 frames from the Dollar Tree a while ago, and on one of them the glass broke, so I thought I could merge the two by gluing one on top and kind of making it feel like a thicker vintage gold frame. So I just used some E6000 glue and put it all around the edges and then just let it sit for a couple hours so that it fully dried. You could use hot glue, but I just didn't want to risk it oozing out of the sides as I wanted it to look like one full piece. And then I got some of this Mod Podge in the matte finish, and I'm just taking a chip brush and kind of creating a lot of different brush strokes on here. However, I would recommend you use a sponge brush as I do that on my second one, and I think it comes out a lot better. The point here is to give it that old world painting look because I just printed this out from my regular printer, so if we just left it that way, it would look kind of cheap in my opinion. And so for our second piece, I wanted to add some bats on here in like kind of a creepy way coming over the mountains, but I don't have a stencil or a Cricut or anything like that, so I just put the bat picture behind the actual painting that I want to use and put it up to the window and use that as like a tracing light box. And I think it turned out really great. So I really wanted to use one of the paint Sharpies as I feel like they give a really nice painted finish. However, it had much more of a blunt tip and I needed something sharper to draw these really tiny small bats so the perspective felt right. So I just used a regular Sharpie, and I think after painting over it with the Mod Podge, it really helped. When it finally dries, it has a really great texture and feels like a painting, and if you put it in a frame without glass, I think it really looks like a piece of art.